Hello, YouTube land. How are you today? I'm Leanne. Crafty Kitty Vintage is my channel, and I do a crafting live every Monday at noon Pacific time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. And I invite my friends to come and hang out. And I think we'll be expecting a couple to show up today. Sometimes it's just me. Hi, Chu. How are you? How's it going? You having a good day? Hey, Bridget. Hey. Did you want to come join me today? Are you busy? I thought Juli T was coming, and thought maybe Juli Day Trip Vintage Co. might be coming. Sometimes, things come up, but it's an open house, so people can come and go whenever they have time. Okay, yeah, you can do whatever you're comfortable with. Excuse me. Hi, Kathy. How are you today? Hope everyone's having a fun summer. We're definitely in summer now with here in Seattle. Sometimes it takes until after the 4th for us to get real summer weather. And I'm working on lining a pocket with some paper. I should probably turn my camera down so you can see. Switch my camera. I have 2 cameras. I have this one where you can see me, and I have one where you can see my work. There we go. Here's Bridget. Hey, Bridget.
Hey.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good.
Pretty good today?
What?
You good today? All good? Good in the hood? How are the kittens?
They're good. Yeah.
Good.
Nothing crazy. Drew forgot his laptop today, though, and his boss, who lives like a couple blocks from us, had to come pick it up.
Oh.
Drew leaves like really early to get there, like to like not be in like the worst traffic, and then
Right. Excuse me. Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Notable thing from today.
Yeah. I guess it could be worse. I guess it could always be worse.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like the only thing that's happened to me today.
Mm-hmm.
And I did get some fills because I had some gift card balance left.
Oh, good. I like Phil's. I have good coffee. And as you know, we don't have Phil's here.
I do know that. Yeah.
Where else in the country besides Southern California would you find a Phil's since you've been around?
Well, I don't think anywhere.
Oh, it's only in SoCal. Okay.
I think.
Nice. I'm using some of that double stick tape that, like I got you at the store for the first time. I think it'll work well for this. I'm trying to put this graph paper inside this envelope to kind of hide this yellow. Hi, Angie. Yeah.
The vibe.
Yeah, this should work well. Oh, I forgot to tell you when I was there, I watered your plant one time. I think I didn't tell you that.
Which one?
The hanging one behind you.
Well, thanks. I need to soak it probably.
Maybe, yeah. It looks really good. I know you were mentioning the tips were turning
Yeah,
brown.
it was perfect though, like in the IKEA that I got it from, and then like I bring it out of its scary fluorescent environment, and then the tips burn.
Yeah, well, it's amazing looking considering you got it at IKEA.
Yeah,
Um,
it was like $25 though, which I don't know if that's a ripoff, but I was like, well,
I think relatively good. Hey, Julie. Yeah, join us whenever you want. I'm working on my trifold travel journal that I started at Julie's. This was a project she did on her crafting live tutorial show that's every Thursday on her channel, Vintage Co. Hi, Mama Juju. How are you? This is a fun project, and I know it's sort of patriotic, 4th of July themed, and we're past that, but I started it the day before, and I'm sort of still feeling it, feeling the patriotic vibes. So, line this. Never tried lining the inside of a pocket before, but here it goes. This. Oh, here's Juli T. Hi, Julie.
Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I'm working from my sewing desk today, so I'm just on my phone.
Oh, okay, great. You're working on your I think your sound's on the
Is my sound off or on?
I don't know. I was hearing myself
Oh,
for a second. Your what's it called? Shower curtain. Is that what you're working
right.
on?
So
Nice.
yeah, I'm cutting out just all the fabric. I have tons of old fabric scraps, so I'm just cutting them to a size I can sew and then figure it out. Not that I'm any kind of great quilter or anything, but
Wow.
anyway, we'll see.
Well, it sounds like a really fun project to me.
Well, I've been wanting to do it for a while, like, all the other things.
Right.
And anyway, so just this week is the week I'm working on that on top of, whatever else. But anyway, there's just hot weather outside, and so it's a good time to be inside cutting up fabric.
And it's Christmas theme, you said?
Yeah, so I have this old sheet. Let me grab that.
Neat. Christmas in July.
The old sheet, I don't know how well you can see this. I sewed lace on the top.
Oh, yes.
And then there's sheet. So this was like the top of the sheet. And then there's this border, this band of cotton lace, I guess it is.
Ooh,
and so I figured I could just use this part to have the hooks go through the holes at the top. Mm-hmm. And then below the band is where I want to put a row, maybe 3 inches or so wide or whatever of just fabric strips or squares or something. And then I will quilt it or bead it or, what do you call it? Crazy quilted or something. Mm-hmm. And then I have on the body down the main part of the curtain. We'll call it a sheet. I have all these sparkly different color red,
pom-poms.
white, and
Yes.
green pom-poms. So anyway, I have, and then I have this band of ball fringe to go on. So it'll be very festive. So, because a lot of the pre-printed Christmas ones are just too cutesy, or just just not my thing. And this will blend with other projects that I've done. So anyway, that's
fun idea.
Oh, and then you haven't seen this, I don't think. I finally finished this one. So, well, you can see this.
Yes.
But I have beaded and embellished and put fringe. So I attached this square, was on the original black sweatshirt, and it was just a pullover. It was so hot.
Yeah.
Really thick cotton sweatshirt material. And I thought, well, I'll get this thinner cotton hoodie. And so it has a zipper. So I attached the back piece with red Velcro so I could take it off when I didn't want to be in a Christmas story mode. And so finally got that done. It's like, oh, I need this. Wait for Amazon to ship that. And then, oh, I forgot to get the right size beads. So then I had to get beads from Fire Mountain Gems. And anyway, so now that one's done. So that can go in the closet.
How cool. It's like a removable applique.
Yes, exactly. And because the Velcro's red, it just kind of blends in, which is brilliant. So love that. So now I have piles and piles. I've got, I don't know, 20 different red, green, white fabrics to cut up for this project. So anyway, that's what I'm up to. So you're working on hi, Bridget. I didn't get to say hi to you.
Hi.
And so how was your adventure? You went traveling.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
It was good. What else to say about it?
Tell her where you went. Maybe other people in the chat didn't know where you went.
Oh, well, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I went to Vermont, as I do every year, for the 4th. Not in celebration, just to hang out. But I also went to Quebec City for I guess 2 days. The 2-night thing, but it's not really 2 days. But it was interesting. It's interesting over there. I'm not sure about it, but
you've never been to Quebec before this, right?
Correct. I'd never been to that side of Canada, Vancouver. Which, not to be negative, just is a smaller Seattle to me. So
Vancouver is like a smaller Seattle. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
Yeah. So
well, I haven't been to Vancouver since '77, so I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And Seattle, for that matter. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure lots of changes. Changed a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before big Starbucks and all that.
I don't think I've been since. I don't know, 2018, 19, something like that. So, but yeah, it was nice.
So how was the weather in Vermont?
Every time I have an answer for something that isn't positive, I feel bad, but I think it could have been a lot better. It was like,
Well, I've heard there was a lot of crazy storms and stuff
yeah,
back east for a while.
it feels like it always storms like one of the days that I'm there, which I kind of like because it's kind of vibey and it's kind of nice to go out in the rain, especially in the lake. That's like when I'll go out when it's cold, just because it's like fun. But when it's just like cold and nothing's happening, it's kind of sad.
Sure.
And it was really hot like right when we left, and like, it was so hot the day that we left.
And you said the lake was so cold that would have been a perfect day to go in.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, but it was still good. It's just that I always wish I had more time to be in the heat by the water. It's never consistently anything over there.
Yeah, it changes a lot. The Atlantic Ocean, I think, is to blame, perhaps. Well, and you didn't mention that you were there because that's where Drew's family's from.
Well, they're from Massachusetts and Vermont.
Right. Well, they have a cabin in Vermont or something like that they go to.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. That was the selling point for me to be with him. So.
And got to see his family and hang out.
Yes.
Well, it'd be interesting, for me, now that I've done all this ancestry stuff, because there was so much family from the Thurston and, other sides of the family that settled either in Massachusetts or Vermont, and especially those that came over in the 1600s with the Puritans. I can't imagine trying to survive those conditions, but somehow they did it.
True, yeah. True. That's a good point. Back then, the weather was still happening.
They didn't have, cars. A lot of them didn't have even carts and stuff, so they would walk places. Those who were able to, at least have a horse or something could go a little further. But, you weren't going that far from home most of your life. Crazy.
Yeah.
So true.
That's true. Well, I had a nice time hanging with the kitties in your apartment.
Were the kitties good? Were they on their good behavior?
I think so. What do you think, Bridget?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, well, when you got home, everything seemed to be in order.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't, narc on your mom and say, "Hey,
yeah,
she locked us in a closet."
I've locked her in the closet so many times on accident and on purpose, but mostly on accident.
Yeah.
But she goes to kitten jail sometimes.
Yeah, she has like a little kennel that's like, what do you call it? Her den or timeout?
Kitten jail, I just said.
Well, yeah, you did. But you called it something else, I thought. It's like a little log cabin. It's really cute.
It's like a gingerbread house.
Oh, a gingerbread house. That's it.
Yeah, it just happens to be what we use because it works best. But it's a gingerbread house inside of like a soft kennel situation that we just keep out permanently because she will act up.
It's to remind her to be good.
Well, I rearranged my bedroom a little bit yesterday. It's where I do my sewing. And so the cat had been outside. And so when he came back in, he was like, "Whoa, wait a minute. What's going on?"
Yeah.
Here?
What'd you do in here?
Checking out every inch. Just like, wait a minute. Where's my crawl space? You got rid of my crawl space. Oh, gosh.
You didn't consult me before you made these changes.
I know. I really blew it. I'm a bad cat mom.
Funny. Oh, Lena's complimenting my the Beatles journal that I made for her. Glad you really like it, Lena. That was what was most important, is what you
Oh,
thought
good.
of it.
So you sent it off?
Yeah, she's in the chat, Lena Ray. She's
Oh,
the
okay. Well,
the
I'm not looking at the
recipient.
chat because I'm on my phone. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
have little tiny pictures today.
Yeah. If there's any way, Julie, for you to mute the playback on your phone, because what I'm hearing is my voice every time I talk. I
Ah,
don't know.
okay.
I don't know if that's what it is. I think maybe that. No, I can still hear it. Can anybody else hear that, or is it just me?
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's better already, I think. Well, see, I didn't want you to have to mute yourself, but
I think a lot of times it's just an issue with joining on a phone.
Oh, okay.
Not
Well,
like always, but I feel like sometimes it's just like that.
Okay. It's not a big problem, Julie. I just can't hear you now, unfortunately. So I'd rather hear you and then hear my reverb. That's better.
What I'll do is I'll just move everything, because I'm just cutting up fabric. I can do that at my desk. So I'll just log off of this and then I'll sign on my computer in a couple minutes.
Okay. Just, you don't have to go to any trouble.
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Okay. It's mostly a me problem.
No, I don't like it either.
Oh, okay. Great. As long as we can work on it. Try something at least. Okay. I'm having one of those days where I'm just feeling kind of tired for no good reason. I had all the sleep that I was supposed to have. I've been eating and drinking everything I'm supposed to do there, but I just can't understand why I'm just having a tired.
Yeah, John says StreamYard from a phone often seems to have a problem.
Oh, I wonder. I was thinking about trying a different one, like Restream. That's what Julie Day Trip Vintage Co. has been using lately, and I thought I might try Restream. I wonder if it would have the same problem.
Probably not.
Probably not. Maybe not.
It's a different thing.
It is. So now I need to make a little card or something that will come in and out of here. So let's see what I can find. Maybe it's a lot of white on white. Rather not white on white. Maybe I'll use a blue one. Well, Bridget, I have a question for you.
What?
Or would like to get your opinion, I guess. I want to make a Halloween journal. And I know I made you a Haunted Mansion journal once.
Mm-hmm.
So I recently got this lot of books on eBay. And I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. And it's just, I don't know if it's going to be for me or for me to sell. I'm not sure.
Probably. You're asking me which one you should use.
Which book? Yeah. So I have this. This one's called Wednesday. I Am Wednesday. It's, from the Addams Family movie, the latest one. It's kind of cute. I like the
show.
What do you think?
Have you watched it? It's a show.
Oh, it's also okay.
No, it is a show.
I Am Wednesday is a show. That's right. But she's the character from.
I Am Wednesday is the little golden book.
Right. Okay. And Wednesday is a episodal show.
Yes, episodal. Yes.
I don't know if that's the right word. And of course, I love.
Is this the movie I Am Sally?
Stop. I know you're making fun of me. So
No,
obviously,
it's
Nightmare
funny.
Before Christmas. This is so new; it hasn't even been cracked open yet.
Yeah, I like that one the most. Not that you're making this for me, but I think I like this one.
We love Sally, but I could make it. It doesn't have to be specifically. At least my idea was to not make it all a Nightmare Before Christmas type book, more like
if you did
Halloween.
This one, it would be cool if you followed the aesthetic of like the like doctor guy that created her, like the like
Mad scientist,
grungy, like kitcheny vibe.
Yeah,
would be cool.
that would be cool.
Have like a niche aesthetic with it.
I could do some patchwork things, kind of like with her dress. That's another.
Yeah, I feel like this one offers the most like, well, not the most necessarily, but there's like,
yeah,
you take a strict direction with it, which I feel like can be more fun because then you're challenged to do more like unique things rather than just like Halloween themed.
And of course, Oogie Boogie, I love.
Yeah, you could do some green pages right next.
Yes. Yeah. I like that. I'll just show the rest of them since I have them. So the Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously, Jack Skellington.
I am Jack Skellington, my favorite movie.
Yes.
You could make a mega book with the two of those.
I could.
I'm trying to help you get outside the norm here.
I like that. I appreciate that because that really helps me with my direction. And this is, of course, just general Nightmare Before Christmas.
I am Nightmare Before Christmas.
I am Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, this one would be cute to take a Christmas direction for.
Oh, okay. All right. I think I might
There's
do
a lot
that.
of Christmas pages, and even without them, like it obviously still works.
And where he's dressed up like Santa. Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the good old Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could make all of these.
You should in time for the holidays because you could sell them.
Yeah.
You should try to like take videos of like parts of you making it in like vertical format, and then you can make a TikTok, and then you can post on TikTok and be like, I'm selling these.
Okay. Yeah, I like that idea. Thank you for saying in vertical format because I sometimes forget which way it's supposed to go. That's awesome.
Yeah, I really wish it was all the same.
Me too. And I don't have to try to remember. And for your work, that I'm sure is a thing. For work,
what about work?
Don't you always have to like you do a lot of obviously?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't even tell you the amount of times the client's like, I filmed this thing for social, like use it, and it's like filmed in landscape. I'm like, if you want, but I'd say no. If you're asking the expert.
Yes, you are the expert.
If you're asking little me, no. If you're paying me to give you an opinion, my opinion is no.
At least you're definitive. That's good.
Thanks.
How about finding artwork that gives people nightmares and adding them? Oh, that's an interesting idea. I like that. Going with the nightmare theme, like focusing on the nightmare in one of them, right? So like I don't know, maybe the Jack Skellington one. So this one will be, let me get my Post-its. Let me write this down. So this one's going to be mostly like mad scientist. did we say?
Not mad scientist, but like
Kitchen.
potion-y and like
Potions.
and
Yeah.
like patchwork
Potions,
and
patchwork.
but it'd be cute if you like made it something that encourages someone to put actual recipes in it, like use
Oh,
stuff.
well, like you said, kitchen. So
Yeah.
kitchen/recipes.
Yeah, you could literally make it into a recipe book.
Yeah, I love that because she's obviously making the potion. She's got her bowl and spoon. And then this one's going to be more of a Christmas vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one could be like the nightmare focused one, like more scary.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Wait, that one? Is that one on just the Nightmare Before Christmas one?
Yeah.
Wait, that was the Christmas one.
Oh, did I switch it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I had any specific idea for the Jack one.
Okay.
I think there's more Christmas pages in the general one.
Yeah, I think you might be right. And Jack is trying so hard to be scary. There's boom. There are some more scary things. So this could be the nightmare one. Let's do this. Make this one the nightmare one. I like that idea, Kathy. Oh, here's Julie. She's back. Let's see
I'm back.
You're back. Thank you fixed it.
Yep. Now I can just
that works better. Well, good. I was able to consult Bridget on some ideas for junk journals. Halloween.
I'd say I delivered. I'd say.
I say you did too. Like right away. Boom, boom.
It is my job. They pay me for the ideas.
Yes. You get paid the big bucks. Oh, did you and Drew go to another improv show the other night at a different place?
Yeah, we went to a place that we thought we had never been to before, but then we realized when we sat down, we're like, no, we've been here.
We've done that.
It was an interesting experience. I saw a lot of YouTubers that I know of there in the audience.
Wow.
What was the theater called? What was the place?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, the one we went to is the Upright Citizens Brigade.
Dynasty Typewriter. It's like
kind
of downtown, kind of K-Town. It's like in between K-Town and downtown, kind of.
Okay.
Not my favorite area. Definitely kind of my least favorite area ever. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
Nice theater, but I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, I get it. All right, what else am I gonna do here? Let's think. I wish that had a lining. Maybe I'll make a lining for that. Well, it's not super hot here today. Yesterday was pretty warm, but looks like some marine layer clouds have been pulled in the last couple hours.
I'm so jealous.
Only
it's 100 degrees here.
Oh gosh. It's only supposed to be 75 today, I think. But just remember, your beautiful garden that you have probably wouldn't be happening if you didn't have the...
Well, the beautiful garden is being overrun by a whole mess of turkeys.
Oh, yeah, you have the wild turkeys.
We've got, I think we're down to 10 young ones, and then like 4 adults who supervise not very well. And here, go dig up this flower bed. Oh, look, here's a deck you can poop on. So they're trying to eat the bird seed for the small birds. And so between the pigeons and the turkeys, I've got all kinds of poop on the deck that I have to clean off every day.
The poop deck, yes.
And then I tell you about the skunks.
No, I haven't heard about the skunks. But
so
not too surprised.
We have ring cameras around outside, and so we picked up that we've got 3 little skunks with these huge tails that come every night. And then we have a big stainless steel bowl on the deck for the cat. Well, it turns out with the ring cameras, we have possums and foxes and these skunks. And I can't think of what else comes. Oh, there was some strange cat or something. Anyway, so now trying to discourage all these other critters, and without much luck. So but I need to keep my cat in because I don't want my cat to interfere with the skunks at night, because I don't want an encounter that is unpleasant, if you know what I mean.
I do.
So so that's been a challenge to try and get the cat in. But so far, so good. I think he was only out all night one night and didn't have any issues. But the skunks are really cute. They go around the lawn looking like Roomba vacuum cleaners. I've never seen them go all over the place. And it's like, what? And they don't have any particular, pattern. They just kind of ramble all around, but they go really fast. And then they got their funny little bushy tails. Yeah. And so it's been our evening, video entertainment rather than watching, something else. Now, that lasted for me about 2 days. And now Mom just, she can't get enough of them. I'm like, okay.
Funny.
But anyway,
watching the baby skunks go around.
Country living, big entertainment around here. And
that sounds exciting.
Oh yes, it's so exciting.
I wonder why we don't have turkeys running around up here. Like they have them in the Northeast, I know.
I mean, we had, for a while we had like 40 cruising through here. And then they disappeared for a long time. We're like, hallelujah, maybe somebody, corralled them and was feeding them to the wildlife or something. We don't care. And then all of a sudden, late spring, here come the mamas again with their babies, and it's like, look, this is where I grew up, and you'll love it here.
Reestablishing now.
So then, they're like chickens. Their idea of bathing is creating a big dirt pile and creating these little dirt bowls to hang out in. So, country life.
Yes, country life.
I'm really over, and and then they like to dig up the lawn looking for bugs and stuff. So it'd be one thing if they just ate bugs and left, but they decide they have to dig everything out. And we use all the fall leaves to use in mulch in the flower beds. And so they decide they need to kick it all out. So having to go around in the morning and hose back all of their kick out from all over the driveway.
Right. Clean up their mess. Yeah.
And I mean, at least they could have some manners and clean up after themselves, but no.
Right. But no.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
If they were good eating, that would be one thing, but they're not.
They're not good eating?
No, they're very gamey.
Oh my goodness. I wouldn't want to
From
go
what people tell me. So I'll just stick with the organic,
I wouldn't want to go through the process of trying to eat one in the first place.
Well, and having to defeather them and all that stuff. No thanks.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Mess.
I know my grandmother used to, raise chickens and cut off their heads and all that, but
right.
That's not my thing.
Right.
But I guess if you get pissed off enough at turkeys, maybe you might consider it.
That's right. Better watch out, turkeys. Julie's watching you on the Ring camera.
I am.
Well, we have bunny rabbits around, so they hide in the blackberry bushes.
Are they cottontails?
Yes.
So they're cute. We have jackrabbits that are just kind of meh.
Yeah, they're kind of long and lanky looking, the jackrabbits. Yeah. And we're not out in the country enough to have skunks, but
hallelujah.
All around Northern California, you can smell them all the time.
Poor mom, when she had her breast cancer a couple of years ago, and she was going to be having her surgery the next day, she was really hoping to get a good night's sleep. And so she wakes up in the middle of the night, and some skunk had just blasted outside her bedroom. And she just said it was just so gross. It just almost made her sick to her stomach. And so she didn't get a lot of sleep, but she did okay.
Yeah.
And I think I had just made a comment, we really haven't had a lot of skunks around here. I hadn't even seen dead skunks on the road. And then, bam, she got, they're like, yeah, we're here.
Mm-hmm. The predator must have moved on or something.
Mm-hmm. But she used to, when she had chickens, she used to trap skunks. And then she would feel sorry for them. And so she'd want to let them out. And then they'd turn around in their trap and spray her. So she's been sprayed like 2 or 3 times.
Oh my goodness. Yes, Angela, skunks are awful. The babies are cute, but that's how they get you. They're tricking you.
And this morning when I let Fang out, I was just seeing what he was doing out on the deck and sitting there. And there were all kinds of birds flying around. And so there were 5 red-headed woodpeckers flying around. Well, they ended up all on the trunk of a tree. I had no idea there were 5. And they were all lined up vertically. I wish I'd been able to get a picture of it because it was really kind of fun. But other than that, so that's my big life here in the country.
It keeps life interesting.
So, well, it gives you a different perspective. It certainly beats sitting on the freeway in traffic.
Yeah.
dealing with yahoos.
You've had some of that in your life. You've been around.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to believe that, that's where I learned to drive and, used to go to the beach, and we didn't mind traffic in those days because there were cute guys to kind of, catch up to and all that. But now it's just obnoxious people.
Mm-hmm. Well, tolerance is a little different now.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah. Well, I was visiting Juli Day Trip Vintage Co., who joins us here frequently.
Yeah.
Down in, she's down Rancho Palos Verdes.
Yeah. On the peninsula.
Yeah. So coming back to Bridget's in Studio City from there, there's, several different ways to go depending on traffic. And one day the map directions told me to go through Beverly Hills, and then, what else is the Beverly Hills, and then whatever is just north of there. And then it shot me out right Coldwater Canyon.
Oh, okay.
I think I mentioned that I drove by a Harvard Westlake campus where Tom went to high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still don't know if that campus is what Westlake was or what Harvard was. I think it was Westlake.
Right, because they were separate.
I think Harvard was.
Oh, okay, so that was maybe the Westlake campus.
But I'm not sure. I never looked it up. But I'm not sure if it is.
Yeah, we'll have to look it up. That was the first time I'd been through there. So maybe it was where Anne went to school instead of where your dad went to school.
So Dad went to boarding school in Pomona, out in Claremont and Pomona area.
Uh-huh.
So I know they used to play tennis at the UCLA tennis courts way back when. And so the house that they lived in, they grew up in Bel Air on Stone Canyon.
Uh-huh.
And then the Stone Canyon fire was like 63 or something. By this time, Uncle and Grandpa had moved down to the ranch, but the house that they had lived in and remodeled and all that burned down. And so now there's some big, ugly modern thing there.
Mm.
But to live in those canyons, come on. It's like you're just a sitting duck.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking, because all the trees and all the
the brush, and
it's beautiful, but it's messy. It was all over the cars and everything, and they even have to have signs that say, park at your own risk, because the sap drips on the cars.
Yeah.
I mean, it is beautiful, but it must come with, like you said, so much risk of,
it's also
fire.
like such an inconvenient, like it's a convenient location because you're like close to a lot of things, but it's like inconvenient to like get in and out.
Right.
Because you have to drive through the whole thing to get there, but also like if you pull out of a driveway, I feel like you have like a 50% chance of like getting murdered by someone driving by.
Well, yeah, because
they
there's
drive
people
like maniacs
sailing through there, like I was. And I'm thinking, gosh, if I paid so much to live in such a beautiful place like this, kind of almost remote, but also in the city, it's one of those kind of unique places. And there's probably several that I just haven't been through. But then you have, people like me who are using a maps, app to try to get through traffic. And I'm just using your street like a highway, basically. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I don't even think it's about people driving like maniacs that makes it risky. I think it's just the sharp turns with a driveway.
True.
Oh, that, and there's blind corners, and the streets are kind of narrow.
Right.
Because when they were first designed, not people might have had one car if they had a car at all.
Or horse and carriage.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were living there then, but yeah.
Well, Grandpa started living in LA when he was about a year old. And so he remembers dirt streets and
Back when he was 1.
and you know the homes were being converted from gas to electric, and so the light bulb guy would come on a bike with a big net bag of bulbs in the back, and that's how you would get your light bulbs.
Wow.
And so he really saw it develop quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But his dad and grandfather and both of his grandfathers on the Kendall and the Thurston side invested a lot in real estate, and one company they developed was a title company, and it was bought out by American Trust or American Title Company or something, which is pretty big down in, I guess their main headquarters is in Irvine now. So
That makes sense.
a lot. I looked up their addresses online, and most of the homes have been torn down, and there's just apartment complexes there, or something different.
Wow.
But it's fascinating to see old photos of Los Angeles and the streetcars and just the way people got around
Mm-hmm.
back then.
Yeah, I love seeing that kind of history. It's neat. All right, now I need some pages. I need to make some pages from my journal.
So this is your Nightmare Before Christmas journal?
No, this one is one I'm finishing up, more of a patriotic themed, and it's set up like a travel journal.
Oh,
So
fun.
it'll have pages out of this spine and then out of, wait, will it have 2 sets of pages? I don't remember now. I'm trying to remember how Julie did it in her weekly crafting. Let me reference her video real quick. I can't keep anything in my head for very long for some reason. Good thing there's video of everything to refer to.
Well, I have to go. Sorry, guys. I have a call.
Oh, thanks for
Nice to
joining
see
us.
you.
Yeah, keep
Nice.
crafting. Don't give up.
Nice to see you. I'll keep on keeping on. You have a good day.
Okay, thanks.
Love you. Bye.
My poor granddaughter, the oldest one, Claire, she's 15. She had to have all her wisdom teeth out today,
Oh,
and she is not a happy camper.
yes. Yeah.
Have you ever had that done? Did you have yours out?
I had mine done in my early 40s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
They didn't take them
Did
out.
you do it in a doctor's office, or did you get knocked out? As I had general anesthesia in a hospital.
Oh, no, I didn't have that. I did it in a oral surgeon's office.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's not a fun thing.
It wasn't fun. No. But he thought it was funny because Maddie was my driver. So he thought it was a funny thing that we were switched, that it was.
Yeah, it wasn't the mom taking the daughter. Then.
Yeah. That's what I went away with, was him thinking that was funny. But yeah, it was fine. I actually had I'm trying to remember now. I think I'd had one of them pulled in a regular dentist's office because I'd had it. It had had. Well, I'll make a long story longer. Okay, a short story longer. I had oral surgery right before I had braces. Like when I was 11 or something.
Uh-huh.
So they removed like first molars, I think they called them,
Okay.
and decided to keep my wisdom teeth. So plan on my wisdom teeth coming in. So that's just how they did it then. I think they've changed it now because I think they've realized that wisdom teeth aren't as strong as normal teeth because of when they grow. They just don't. They don't grow as strong. That's just what they were explaining to me. So hopefully they don't do it this way anymore, because I ended up having them to have to all be removed because they were decaying. They weren't. The enamel, I guess, isn't as strong on wisdom teeth in general. So my orthodontist plan to keep my wisdom teeth kind of backfired, and later in life, as I had to have them removed.
Bummer.
So, yeah, that was why. But I'd had one taken out because it was decayed, and they just removed it. And then it was later, a few years later, my dentist recommended taking them all out in an oral surgeon's office.
I think my brother Tom
Did it that way.
had to have 8 teeth pulled all at once
Oh,
because
wow.
his mouth was too small and he was needing braces. And so,
Well, that's what they did with me at 11. So they took out the 8 was like 4 permanent teeth, 4 baby teeth, right?
oh,
That's how it was.
and it still wasn't enough. So then you had to have your wisdom teeth out after all that.
Well, only because the wisdom teeth failed. The wisdom teeth were decaying, and they would have needed root canals or crowns, and they just explained to me they would just continually have issues because they're so far back there. They're hard to get to.
Well, mine were impacted. I think my jaws hurt for like a month.
Well,
but
yeah,
I was
that's
20. And
that's why you had to go to the hospital for it, right? Because they were impacted.
Yeah. And well, thankfully, insurance covered it, or dad covered it, whatever it was. It was way back when I was in college. And it didn't happen. The pain and all that didn't happen while I was home for Christmas. No, it happened when I was back at school in Chattanooga.
Oh.
And so I remember, I had the surgery and I never went back to the dentist. And I remember just feeling all these weird strings in my mouth. And, you're still kind of groggy from the anesthesia and stuff. And so I was just kind of working around my mouth with my tongue. And I probably pulled out all the stitches and stuff. But anyway, according to the other dentist, it eventually healed just fine anyway. But
yeah. Oh, gosh.
So, yeah, I've been avoiding the dentist for a while. I probably should go in for a cleaning soon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got my stuff cut out, so I'm going to ring off and I'm going to go see about sewing this stuff together. So you have a good day.
Okay. Well, I look forward to seeing more progress maybe next time.
You, yes.
Yeah, it's a great project. Thanks for joining me, Julie.
Sure. Okay. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. So you guys were talking about wisdom teeth in the chat. Let's see what you're saying. Angela, you had them recently. Did you have yours recently done? Or it was something else maybe I'm thinking of. Last year, 2 wisdom, 2 permanent. Okay, yeah. No room. Oh, and they were giving you migraines. So 16 when you were out. I think it just, there's no like hard, fast rule. It's like each person and their dentist or orthodontist or whatever get to you know, they do different things for different people, I guess. All right, so I am going to do just one signature coming out of here. And then here, it's already a pocket, but I think we're going to put another little pocket here somewhere. I hate to cover up the little, I didn't really plan very well. Maybe I'll put a pocket here, or some kind of, I'll put like that there. And I'll like put stars around and just kind of, I'll decorate this. Maybe I'll put just one little thing here. Oh, you had a root canal, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, when I've had surgeries where I've lost a lot of hair afterwards, and I think it's your body just kind of putting its efforts into recovering rather than making more hair. All right, I'm getting my pages. So I have this. Having a little trouble focusing for some reason. Staying on task. Yeah, dental work is not fun. I think I'm going to have one that, a tooth that I had a crown on is like turning colors or something. I might have to have that worked on. So is anyone here interested in doing this scrappy journal swap for July? I don't know if I am up for it. What does that entail? What does that mean? Like a swapping journals themselves, actual journals? Forgive me if it's a dumb question. I might, depending on if I have something to use. I'm looking through my pages. Julie gave me these awesome pages. So nice. Craft group, Julie showed some. Oh, okay. I'll go into the Instagram group. Little journal with a few pages. Okay. You know, I should say yes. My hope was that I'd participate in more things like that this year. Let me look at these pictures. Scrappy notebooks. Okay. She's made in the past. Those are so cute. I was going to make a little something with this, so maybe I could make this into a scrappy journal. It's what she made last Thursday. Okay. I need to catch up. I feel like I'm so behind on everything. Should I do it? A few collages and leave some blank pages. Yes, put me down. I'll do it. Yes. Sure. Let's do it. That's a cute name, Scrappy Journal. Now I know what you're talking about. All right. I don't want to use that antique book page. That doesn't look right to me. How about 5 dictionary pages? Some dictionary page might be fun. And oh, I ripped it. To trim it. Yeah, it does sound like a fun one. Let's see if we have a better one. Hey, headphone. I need to find some more of these. Where did I put my dictionary? I'm gonna go get my dictionary. Well, sorry, it took a while. I cannot find my dictionary that I took pages out of. This is odd. So, but I started squirreling and putting together some Happy Mail for Nettie. And I found a few more things that I wanted to add to it. So that's where I went. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Mama Juju if she was in our group. Oh, go to messages, Mama Juju. That's where you would find the groups that you've been chatting in. And if you see Vintage Craft and Chat, that's the group that we're talking about. Okay. Let's see, what else do I want to put in? This is fun paper. Maybe I'll put in a piece of this. Yeah, I don't know why Instagram has been more of a challenge for me than to learn than any other app that I've ever tried. But it's slowly coming to me. I'm just gonna tear my pieces for this. Like a torn edge look. I think I'm gonna tear that one some more. Make it kind of rough and fun. Rough and fun. Let's get some of this crap out of the way, shall we? Well, Cassie, if you're listening in the chat, what are you working on these days? I know you're usually busy with something. Probably like all of us, so many different things. This is definitely too wide, so let's tear that. that. Trying to figure out how to add skeletons to Margot's headband. Okay. Stuff too tall. Let's shorten that. No doubt you're doing sort of a dark academia type thing for Margot, because I know that's what she likes. Let's fold. This is resume paper. At least that's what it was called on the box that I got it from. It's like cotton paper. Kind of different texture. It's kind of neat. It's, yeah, 100% cotton fiber. Connoisseur. Kind of like that. The texture feels neat. And then I love me some parchment paper. This is sort of like a cardstock. Probably don't need it to be that thick. I have other parchment paper in the drawer over here. Let's see. Yeah, this is better. Well, I love this lined paper. I don't know. I love this color. It's a easy eye buff. You're so easy on the eyes. Thrifted this one, of course. And then I love that little jagged edge that it leaves. Love this paper. I'll be sad when it's gone. So I'll use that. Okay, let me check it out. Work in progress. Yes. You want me to, is it okay if I share with everyone? Oh, yes. Oh, that's neat. I like the, oh gosh, it's not going to show up very well, I think. It's kind of a lace bat. So it looks like one on each side, maybe. Ooh, that's neat. What is that? It looks like a dried up lizard skeleton or something like that. And then, of course, black tulle. Love it. So many fun details. Little, whatchamacallit, little swirls. That's neat. Love it. Oh, she's going to rock that. She's going to look great in that one. Let's see if I can do two sides at once. Those headbands are so fun that you make. All right. Well, it's not very colorful. I guess I kind of went a little neutral, didn't I? Maybe I can add some blue somewhere. Oh, bye, Mama Juju. If you have anything coming up you want to let us know about, go ahead and put it in the chat. You're welcome to promote anything you got going on. Trying to catch you whenever you are on. Sometimes I don't say anything, but I'm trying to come by and say hello. See what you're working on. Hope you have a great day. That's fun to tear. I don't know what it is, but I can use these scraps for my little journal that I'm going to make now. What I need is more of this, but I don't think I have more of this color. So those pages will get sewn in right there. I need to do something colorful on the outside. Let's see what I have in the stack of paper here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I'll just call it good. Let's take that one out. really like that. I don't know. Oh, what about a paper doily? Let's see. I have one that's grungy. No, I don't think it really goes with the patriotic deal. Maybe if it had a flag on it or something. Oh my goodness, I'm having trouble deciding today to put on. I have this paper. So many things. So few decisions made. There. Oh, it's lost there. Find some blue or some map or something. Here's an old map. An old forestry map. Isn't that cool? $1970. That's as old as I am. All right, I'm gonna tear it up. I'm tearing it up. right, let's see. What are we doing now? I'm going to, I think I'm just going to put that right there. And this is going to go here. Or here. I guess I could put that there. All right. I want to ink these pages. I might. I'm going to do that. Ink the edges of these pages. Inking pages. Inking pages. Tearing the pages was really fun. I need to remember to put a link in the description of this video, of this live, to Julie's original craft and chat for this project that I'm working on right now. This is not meant to be a tutorial, it's just me making my own version of Julie's from her tutorial that she did the other day, or a couple weeks ago. All right, did that. I feel like I want to add some black to it as well, but maybe I'll do it later after I've sewn them in because I'm tired of inking for the moment. So let's get these in. I think just freewheel it. I'm gonna just freehand it. I'm not worried about marking my holes. Gotta find my bookbinding stuff right here, I think. Yeah. Let's see, where's my small awl? There it is. Small awl. And beeswax. I think I want to do what color? Red? I want to do red. Do I have red? There's my needle that I like. Get my red thread. I want to use this somewhere in here. That'd be cute. I'm going to put it in this bag so it won't get lost. I just want to put it aside. Okay. We're going to sew in signatures. I'm going to wax my thread. I like to use some beeswax. Wax my thread. Gives it some durability. Reduces the friction when it goes through the pages. Makes it somewhat waterproof. I think you can buy waxed thread already for bookbinding. I just use embroidery floss, and then I have my own little beeswax there. All right, so this is going to go through here. Just checking the fit again real quick. Making sure it's going to close okay. And hold on, I'm just gonna get a little clip. Okay. Doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Go right there, and I'm gonna go right down here, and then up here. All right. I like to start in the middle, come out, come to the top, and through. Oops, right there. And down to the bottom. There we go. I'm trying to find the angle. Hi, 710. It's Troy, right? How are you? I'm all by myself here in a quiet chat. My fellow crafters left me for the day, but I'm still working on my stuff, so it's just me. How are you doing? How's summer for you? Is it hot? Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing well, Troy. I'm doing okay, doing pretty well at the moment. I'm sewing in some pages in this little junk journal that I'm making. It's a travel junk journal just because of its juxtaposition. It's traditionally just kind of folds up like that, you know? So that's what I'm working on today. Okay. Kind of like this grungy paper clip. I might try to use that in here somewhere. That was quick and easy to sew these pages in. Just like that. Jot down little notes. And what else am I going to do? I'm trying to decide if I want to put this here or here. I'm just struggling with the decision. Let's cut this. Oh, Florida's cooking, huh? Yeah, I bet. I have never been to Florida myself. I am just as far away from you as I could be and still be in the lower 48 states, I think. I'm way up in Washington State, and it's, I think, a high of 75 here today. We have lovely summers. Very lovely summers. I think I'm going to glue that down. My other option would be to put it in a pocket, but I don't think I want to put it in a pocket. What's that tool doing? I don't know what you mean. Wouldn't it be funny? This is like a little vintage advertisement for photo corners. Maybe I could put photo corners on this little backing. Where are my photo corners? I need to find them. I think I know where they are. This tool pokes my holes for the sewing in the junk journal. Ooh, there's some red ones. That'll add a pop of color. Glad I thought of that. Whoa, check that out. Oh, my dauber thing. This is, yeah, it's for ink, and it has a removable little sponge pad that Velcros on. So you can change it to different colors if you have different color ink. So that's what that is. This is just some tape, I think, that got stuck on there. Yeah. That's all. Let's see, I can add a little, just adds a little subtle ink to the edge. Yeah, I think that's exactly what you would call it, a dauber, an ink dauber. I'm gonna glue these on. There's a little glue there that I don't want on there. Right. All right, that's that. Well, there we go. Just getting stuck on there. There we go. All right. Let's see. Put them back. I'm hoarding too many supplies, I think. A lot of supplies. I need to share them. All these little game things that I have. That's sort of fun. I'll use that. A little too tall. Okay. What can we do now? I was going to use baker's twine to wrap around here, but I might just use my red string. Put away this needle so I don't lose it. Oh, let's see. Where are we? So I sewed in the pages. I have a pocket here. I have a pocket here with a little card that's not decorated, but I could definitely decorate it. Not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm going to use this somewhere. And Julie gave me these little guys. Oops. Spilling out. They're spilling out. I do want to put something here too. But what? I'll just cut out a piece of this and see what happens. this dauber too. It's just a rectangle. And sometimes I like to mix black and brown together just to make it a little crazier, more vintagey, really. A little age. That's good. That's going to help me tone down the red stripe. And what do I want to put with that? Let me put my scissors up here. 2 more blue. Or I need more color. Do I need more color? Oh, I know. I was going to look for, there was a piece of paper that had another carriage on it. Where is it? Here. This carriage. It's kind of neat with the horses. It's more interesting than that. That's the back. No, this is the back. This is the inside front. There's just too much stripiness here for my taste. Do that again, do I? Oh, I forgot I had that little beer label. I think that's so cool. Should I put it this direction? might put it on the front. I don't know. If I cover it up like that, does that look good? It's fun to have the horses. You put the beer on the back. Yeah, I like that too. Is that the back? I think that's the back. Beer on the back. This on the front. Maybe trim it down some more. Why is it not working for me, Kathy? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a book page. Maybe I need a book page behind it. I mean, this looks okay like this when it's closed. And it's going to have, I put my materials away too quickly sometimes. Red, I think I'm just going to use red embroidery floss here. I tie this on here. This is my plan, at least. I'll never be able to get this off, but let's, if I change my mind. But I'm not going to change my mind. Not. This is the way it's going to be. Oh, shoot. I took the string from the inside. How did that happen? Oh my God. No worries. We're going to make it work. Yes. How about putting words down it? Okay. On the popcorn paper, that red and white stripe. Yeah. I also have this ribbon that I can do something with too. But it's so white and new looking. I was trying to kind of keep it grungy, vintagey, like the way Julie does it. Hey, Julie, that's okay. Oh, good. I'm just having trouble with decisions, but Kathy's here with me to help me. I had to refer to your video too to see if you put in just one signature or if you put in two. but I think I saw you just put one. And I was going to use baker's twine for this part, but I completely cannot find it. So anyway, I'm going to use the embroidery floss for now. If I find it, then I'll change it out. And that is that. I'll deal with this later. So words. You said to put words. I think you mean kind of like let's do this. I'm just making quick decisions here because I'm driving myself crazy. Let's see what happens if I do this and that there. This talks about beer, origin of beer. And then on the back, I can do the beer label that I've now misplaced. Here it is. That'd be cute. Just put celebrations. Yeah, the little like button closure, you could do like a brad, you know, it's just like that to close it. I'm thinking. I love these book pages that you gave me, Julie. They're so neat. I just want to sit here and admire them. South Carolina. Wouldn't it be crazy if San Diego were on here? That would be interesting. I don't know why, you guys, my whole body just feels like it hurts. I don't know if this is like what fibromyalgia feels like or what, but my whole body just hurts. Ugh. Kind of like that off. Inebriation. Instead of celebrations. I kind of like how this looks kind of off, and it's talking about beer here on that piece of paper from the Science, Invention, Discovery, the Century Book of Facts. It's kind of neat. Yeah, I just feel like there's no reason for it. I don't know why my body just feels like it's glitching. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so it's just a wellness visit, but I hate to open a whole can of worms with her, but we'll see. I just feel so weird. My whole body hurts. that kind of helps. Could do that. Let's look at this side. I just wanted to do something here so I wasn't looking at so much white and red. So this is how it looks inside. I don't know if you're still there, Julie. I used photo corners on the mounting corners. And then I think I'm going to glue that here. I don't know if I'm going to put something else, maybe mothballs. I do like this, but I don't know. Maybe I could just make it a card that will come out, you know. Or a card that I can, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. And then I have this forestry map. And then just some pages. I don't think I did 13. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 12. Probably could have done more. Probably could have put a lot more in. Well, let's see. We can do a few more minutes here. I'm just going to see, maybe I'd sign off, but I can rally here. Let me at least glue this back stuff on. I think I like that. All right, did that. Could always add more, but I think that's a good start. I did have, where did I put that stamp? Stamp that I put in here. Where is that stamp? Not so much for staying organized. This is not it. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for the stamp that I put in here for safekeeping. And now I can't find it. Oh my goodness. I should have left it where I had it, huh? This is a cool card that Julie gave me. It has my state on it. This would be fun in the travel journal. Put it somewhere here. Like just so I can slip it in and out. I would like a vertical pocket somewhere. Maybe back here. This might be a good place for a vertical pocket for that. Alrighty, I'm gonna do a little hole. I know it's so quiet. I'm not talking very much. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to keep going here, trying to function. Just try a little bit. I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough room to put the thing in if I take too much off. But I need to narrow it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Ink, ink, ink. Okay, bye, Julie. Okay, thank you, Julie. That'll be fun. You're so sweet. Good job with your packages, being all productive, getting stuff done, mailed out. Just realize that's not square. Oh, that's okay. It's going to be a wonky pocket. We're going to call it the wonky pocket. I don't care. I don't care. glue it. Here we go. 3 sides. Try not to be too messy with it. Keep it on the edge. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad we got a little green in there. I like green with that, even though it's red, white, and blue. I think a little bit of green's okay because it's maps and junk, maps and stuff. This should go here, but with what else? I could do, I have another one of these things, but I need that focal point, and I was hoping to find that stamp. But maybe we won't rush it. Maybe we'll wait and we'll look at Julie's printouts that she sent me, or printables. This fits. These little things fit perfectly. This could be, oh, yes. The one that Julie gave me would go perfectly in there. Or that she grunged up. Let's see. This will go in here. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, that'll be good. I could glue this little image on there. It's hard to get it here. Well, that's a very rugged edge. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it the way it is. It's meant to be like that, right? Inking really helps every little thing. One here. Back. All right. This is going to just be an adornment to this card. I don't know if anyone saw that I used a little glue stick and then I used this. If I had only used this, I wouldn't have been able to move it once I placed it down. But when I use a little bit of the glue stick first, it gives me a little more wiggle room when I'm placing my little piece. That's my little trick and tip for anyone out there who might be hanging out and seeing that or watching it later. That is cool. I like that because then it has a little kind of surprise when you pull it out there. I could put a little tab or something on it, but for now it's good. I want to incorporate this somewhere. It just was a fun little something to look at right there. Yeah, this is just a really fun project. And when I find that stamp, I'm probably going to put it right there. Pesky stamp, where did you go? Let me see what I have in here. Those are cool. We like that. Do we like that? I think we might like that. Oh, I forgot I had these little things. Tim Holtz stuff. Let's dump these out and look. Let's look at these. I don't think I've ever looked at them. Oh, cute. Look at that. Cute. Aw. Look at this tiny, tiny, tiny label. So tiny. Of course, we love the little pointy fingers, right? Pointy fingers. Picture of people at the Eiffel Tower. Cute. That's cute. I don't know if any of these will work for me. That's a neat little stamp that might work somewhere. Be right there. Oh my goodness. Look at those teeny tinies. Teeny, teeny tinies. So tiny. These are cool. Traveler. I like that better. Never mind. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm working on. Well, I'm trying to make it to 3 o'clock. I'm trying to push myself a little. What does this say? Red. What was that, John? A little dance ticket. That's cute. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. Can't even pick it up. Get over here. That's a fun one. That's cute. Oh, glue dried so fast. All right. I don't know. This is cool. Well, okay. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it good for now. I like how it's come along. This is going to go right like this. And go bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. I hope everyone out there has a good day. And I'll see you next time. You started over? Oh. Well, this is what I have for today. You started over on your headband. That's what you're talking about. Okay, well, I understand. I do that sometimes too. Sometimes that's the best option. I'm sure the end result is going to be awesome. And I can't wait to see it. And I think I'm going to start after this one. I'm going to jump right into Halloween because you have inspired me, as well as I've just been wanting to do a Halloween for a while. Yep, tore it apart. Sometimes it's going to turn out even better. So, all right, Kathy, thanks for sticking with me. Sorry, it's kind of boring here, but we'll be back on next time, and I'll see you around the chats. Okay, take care, Kathy, and everybody out there. Bye. Bye.